Welcome to Inland Empire Alive, bringing you issues, events, and perspectives from throughout San Bernardino and Riverside counties. I'm David Brady, and on today's show I'll be joined by Bradley Gates, Director of Workforce Development for San Bernardino County. That's today on Inland Empire Alive. Well, joining me now to talk about the economic picture in San Bernardino County is Bradley Gates, Director of San Bernardino County Workforce Development. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's go all the way to the beginning. Talk to me about Workforce Development's mission. What was it created to do?
Yes, that's a good question. Most people, when I tell them what I do, they look at me and say, workforce development, what is that? They think HR or something like that. And workforce development in a nutshell is we help prepare any individual for the workplace. So whether they need training or supportive services or other preparatory work, our job is to help make sure that they have the skills and training that they need to get a job. And then we also help businesses. We want to make sure that businesses have the ability to hire the skilled and trained workforce that their business needs to be successful. So our mission in workforce development is transforming lives and strengthening business. And that transforming lives is key because that's what we literally have the opportunity to do every day, is help people transform their lives. And they transform it through education, through training, through opportunities that they have to make a living for themselves to support them and their families.
So what does this look like? Are there classes that people are taking? Are there technical skills they're learning? I mean, where are they going to sort of get these skills?
Great question, and it looks different for every single person. One of my favorite pieces of our program is that it's very tailored to the individual. And so we have what is called an America's Job Center of California. It's essentially a job center. And we have 3 of those here in San Bernardino County. We have one here in the city of San Bernardino, we have one in Rancho Cucamonga, and we also have one in Victorville. And in one of those centers, or we call them AJCCs for short, any resident of San Bernardino County can walk in, and there they can use our resource room, they can use our technology that we have, including assistive technology if they have a disability. They can work one-on-one with one of our career coaches. They can receive referrals to training. We pay for people to go to training. They can receive supportive services, so if they need help with transportation assistance or food or clothes or tools, uniforms, anything that they need to be successful going to work or going to a training, we have the opportunity to provide those resources.
Are people surprised to hear of the breadth of services you offer? Do people think, oh, I thought you were just a bank of job listings?
Yes, yeah.
I thought you were just, job openings.
Yeah, and for some people that's what we are. Some people that's all they need, is they just need job leads. But for so many other people, they need so much more. And so again, as I mentioned before, we really customize our programs to whatever the job seeker really needs.
How do people find you? Where do people typically engage with you initially?
So I would say we get a lot of people sent to us by word of mouth. A lot of people will have a family member or a friend or a neighbor that received our services, and so they'll come in and they'll say, hey, you helped my brother last year, so now I'm here. We also, there's something, a lot of times people are laid off, and there's something called a WARN notice that companies are required to give when they're doing a layoff. And a lot of times as part of that WARN notice process, they'll be referred to our office as well through the Employment Development Department of the state. And they know that they can come to us and receive the help to become reemployed or receive the services that they need.
You bring up an interesting point. Most people, I think of workforce development as a very positive, I'm creating jobs, but you actually work with companies that are on the opposite side of that, when they have to downsize, when they're facing layoffs, when they're facing those kind of challenging headwinds. Can you talk a little bit about those services that people may not expect that are there? Like, I didn't think people would help me when I was in those situations.
Yes, we call those our rapid response services. We don't love doing them because they're the result of a layoff occurring, which is never a good thing. But the services that we provide are so important. A lot of times the people that we're helping, they may have worked at a company for 20 years, and now all of a sudden, for the first time in their lives, they're faced with having to be laid off and finding a new job. And so we're really there to help that individual, sometimes at the very lowest point of their life. And they can, again, come into our centers to receive services, but we also do what's called a rapid response orientation. And through that, we'll work with the actual business that's laying off the employees, and we'll coordinate a time. We'll actually go there on site with the business, and it's called a rapid response orientation. And the name kind of denotes what our goal is. We are there to serve them as rapidly as possible, to help them go from being laid off to finding a new job as quickly as possible.
So you want to minimize that, that sort of unstable period in the middle.
Exactly. So we've, with some rapid responses that we've done, we've brought in other similar businesses that were hiring, and we've been able to make instant connections between the person being laid off and the new business and the other business that needs to hire. So it's been a great program, and it's a real privilege to help those people in those circumstances. But again, if we didn't have to do that, it would be even better.
We will be back with more from Bradley Gates, Director of San Bernardino County Workforce Development, right after these messages.
The City of San Bernardino has implemented a new low-cost sidewalk vending program in hopes of expanding opportunity for community members to start sidewalk vending safely and lawfully. We want everyone to have access to the economic benefits that sidewalk vending brings, but we want to make sure that our sidewalk vendors know the do's and don'ts when it comes to our city. We must make sure that vendors are keeping our residents safe by following general health and safety standards and by following all city rules. Like, did you know to legally sidewalk vend in the City of San Bernardino, you'll need a seller's permit? What about the $1 million general liability insurance that you are required to have? Don't let this scare you. When all is said and done, the cost of the annual permit will either be $64 or $154. We want to help in every way we can when it comes to vendors lawfully running and growing their small businesses. But those who operate without the proper permits can and will be cited. Citations can run anywhere from 100 to a misdemeanor, and repeated violations can result in the confiscation of items needed to sidewalk vend. We do not want this to be you. So, if you have any questions or concerns regarding the new sidewalk vending program, please call us at 909-384-5035, where staff will help you navigate your way to becoming a safe and permitted vendor in our city.
Well, I'm talking with Bradley Gates, the Director of San Bernardino County's Workforce Development Department. Are there things that make San Bernardino County unique as an economic area? Is it weather, proximity to LA? Is it the transportation infrastructure? Like, what makes San Bernardino County kind of a unique place to live and work?
There are a lot of things that make San Bernardino County unique. Of course, it goes without saying, just the geographic size of our county, right? The largest geographic county in the lower 48. Yes, bigger than many states, even population-wise, right? And it really is that diversity of geography and the diversity of people that live here. And diversity of climate, right? Everything that makes our county so diverse and wonderful is we really have something for everybody, right? If you like the deserts, or you like the mountains, or you like the big cities, or the rural areas,
and the size of businesses, I would imagine,
Yes. And the businesses love being in San Bernardino County as well, because of the diversity, because of the quality and availability of our workforce. They know that here in San Bernardino County, they have access to a huge labor force, one of the top labor forces in the entire country, with amazing educational institutions that are pumping out graduates with skills that businesses need. And our economy, it's diversifying. We have really large sectors that are growing and booming, and it's, from an economic development perspective, it's really just an amazing time in San Bernardino County.
Are there particular economic challenges right now that the county is facing?
There are, but I wouldn't say that's unique to San Bernardino County. I think there are economic challenges that are happening everywhere, but certainly in San Bernardino County, one of the things that we're always making sure is that our businesses have the support that they need to be successful operating in the climate that we have here in California. And we want to make sure that they, again, always have access to a skilled and trained workforce, which is a really big part of what I do. In fact, I have a business services team that their sole focus is serving businesses and making sure, whether it's helping with a recruitment event, having them participate in a job fair, developing a customized training program with that business, whatever the business needs to be able to hire and retain a skilled workforce, we have those services and programs available to help them. One of our most popular business services programs is something called on-the-job training. And that's a program where we will help a business hire a new worker, and then for the first 3 months or so of that new worker working on the job, we will reimburse the business for 50% of their wage while that business trains that new employee on the job. So it's an amazing program. It's a win for the employee, it's a win for the business, and ultimately it's a win for San Bernardino and our economy.
Now, I know you've done this work for quite a number of years. In this role you have now, what is the most satisfying thing? You talked earlier about transforming lives. Is that, one of the sort of, when you lay your head down on the pillow, is one of the most gratifying things that, you are sort of unlocking opportunity for people?
It really is, and through our programs we help thousands of people every year, and it's easy, especially when you serve that volume of customers, it's easy to get lost in the numbers. But what I love most about my job is we have regular board meetings, and we have opportunities to bring customers in to share their stories and their experiences.
So you're not just a number, you literally are hearing how this changed my life.
Yes, we're seeing and hearing the faces and the voices behind the numbers, and it's amazing because some of the customers that we serve have extremely difficult circumstances, backgrounds, and to hear how we've been able to help them literally change their lives to be able to support themselves and their family. It's just incredibly inspiring and motivating, and I love coming to work and working with my amazing team, and because I will say they feel the same way as I do. They're just as passionate, if not more passionate, about what they do, and I think that's why we're able to help so many people, is because we truly care about our customers and want to help them better themselves.
If there is someone out there watching this segment right now and thinks, they might have something there for me, there might be some way they can help me, what is the best way to take advantage of your services? What's the first? Is it a phone call? Is it a web address? What's the way to get started?
The easiest way would be to go visit our website. It's workforce.sbcounty.gov. From there you can learn about our youth programs, about our job seeker programs, about our business services programs, whatever they need, and there is contact information for each of our different offices. They can learn more about our services and get connected with us through those.
Are there typically costs for these services? Are they low cost? I mean,
no
are they
costs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nothing. Everything that we do is completely free of charge to both the job-seeking customer, to the business services
Does that keep people away
customers.
because they think, oh, I can't afford whatever it is you're offering, those professional level services? That there's no way I could,
I would hope not. If they do, just give me a call and I'll let them know, and I'll convince them that, these services truly are free. And although I shouldn't say free, because sometimes free denotes no value, right? It really, because the services that we provide are so valuable, and I will say is that they're really not free. We are a taxpayer-funded program, and so there is a cost to the program, but just not to the individual.
Is putting those resources back into the community.
Yes.
So before I let you go, I want to make sure we repeat the web address. It is workforce.sbcounty.gov. Bradley Gates, the Director of San Bernardino County Workforce Development. Thank you so much for being on the program, and thank you for what you do for the county.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure.
Visit iealive.com.